coaches, grandparents, random people from the street. Everybody's welcome to participate in the games that we have tonight, as well as the potato bar that we have, prepared by volunteers, good old Southern Alberta hospitality. So we're about to start, 30 seconds. All right, let me introduce our first speaker tonight. His name is Tom. He is a recruiter for the Lethbridge Polytechnic. Give it up for Tom.
Welcome everyone. My name is Tom Birag. I'm not going to stand behind the podium. My name is Tom Birag. I'm one of the recruiters here at the Polytechnic, and on behalf of our recruitment team and the entire Polytechnic, welcome. It's a great turnout, great crowd, and I had a chance to speak with some of you. Some of you are from far, far away from Newfoundland. Give me a little noise if you're from Newfoundland. Fantastic, awesome. There's some of you from England, which is pretty much as close as you can be from Lethbridge, but it's fantastic. Regardless how far the journey was, welcome on our campus. I'm going to do a very short, brief introduction to Lethbridge Polytechnic here, hoping that one day you will be a Kodiak. As you can see, we're all Kodiaks, and I guess you can't really see. We're all Kodiaks, and I hope one day you will be too. But before you do that, so you have to finish high school, and then I'll tell you how our team can help you navigate the post-secondary landscape. So, in your swag bag, if you haven't picked one up, I'm going to leave a few at the front desk, so you can chat with them and get one. But if you grab one, you have two pieces of paper in there. One of them is our view book that lists all the great things that we do on our campus, including all of our programs, all the admission requirements, and all that stuff. But the other one might be a little bit even more interesting to you, which is our comprehensive guide on how to get recognized if you want to be a Kodiak's athlete one day. So I understand this is a volleyball tournament, and many of you might be multi-sport athletes, so we offer soccer, basketball, futsal, as well as cross-country and track. So, and esports too, by the way. So if you are a multi-sport athlete or just a volleyball player, there's definitely a path for you to play for the Kodiaks one day. Okay? Besides that, I wanted to point it out to you, no matter how far away you're from, you can find home on our campus. We have a fantastic residence department, and we can house 500 of you. And we have a fantastic electric atmosphere. Our Kodiak's games are usually pretty fun. And the student life around campus is absolutely electric. I was a former student here before, and I definitely can attest to some fun to be had in our campus. With that, I'm going to pass it back to the organizers. I wish you nothing but the best, and play hard and have a ton of fun. Thanks for that.
Please hold your applause. I am honored to introduce Leonard Provost, who will be doing our land development. Leonard is a professional blackfoot actor and stunt performer. He has shared the screen with actors such as Leonardo DiCaprio in The Red House. Unfortunately, he is on set filming. Quickly, baby. But we have the next best thing. We have Leonardo DiCaprio's, the president of Leonardo DiCaprio's fan club, the organizer and his only member, Ian Bennett.
You did mention I am a star in The Last of Us from HBO.
I met Leonard there as well. I'm Ian with Panthers Volleyball Club. I just want to start by acknowledging the land of our it's the traditional territory of the Staffy people from the Blackfoot Confederacy. And I think it's important with land acknowledgements rather than just naming names. We can talk about the impacts of reconciliation that are connected to this sport. Volleyball Canada does some really good work with outreach programs, trying to expose Indigenous individuals to the sport of volleyball and see if we can grow within their community. There's also coach educators and learning facilitators that will reach out to Indigenous leaders. And we could probably realize that this is an event that ties to traditional themes. We are using sport to help grow community. I think that's important for us as well. Next, it's an absolute pleasure for me to introduce, I'm going to say it's Lethbridge's best live music. She is also a former Panther athlete, Ayla Brass, to sing our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see, we rise our true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for
Welcome to the club. Who wants volleyball? I told you Ayla was amazing. Unfortunately, she's not performing this weekend, but something to give everyone some directions to watch her live. I said before, I'm Ian Bennett with Panthers Volleyball. Welcome. I wouldn't even call it housekeeping. I think it's really important and sincere of me to thank a lot of you. First, all of the parents within the Panthers organization. This is a parent group that's a great example of what's needed behind the scenes to make youth sport successful. It just doesn't happen now. Youth sport has grown to be way too big. But all the parents here, I think if I could get all of the athletes to really quickly stand up, turn around, and give a quick round of applause for the people behind you. And all the parents, caregivers, uncles, aunts, grandparents that may be back home that were a big part of your youth sport experience now, in the past, and in the future as well. But specifically for this event, our organizing committee, if I don't forget anyone, Lana, Natalie, Liza, Jen, Steve, Dave, and even Clayton for a bit. This isn't a group that just does things when they volunteer to do them. As you just saw, I'm sure you're going to see all weekend, this is a group that will do things in the best way possible, the absolute best way. And like I said, we just saw some examples of that, and you're going to continue to see that. So thank you. This event is completely different without the time that you've put in, and I'm very grateful for that. Now, I'm not a sport historian, but I know World War II, just after World War II, Canada saw this huge growth in sport participation. This is everyone wanted to be a part of sport, and particularly wanted youth to be a part of sport. Since that time, Canada has not seen the growth in sport that we have seen in the last 5 years for women's volleyball. And that's really why we're here. I think this weekend can be a weekend to continue to celebrate and accelerate the growth of women's sport, but also women's volleyball. And women's sport very much deserves to be celebrated, and not as something on the side, not as there's the men's and then the women's game, but as something very powerful in its own right, and it absolutely stands alone. This weekend is a part of that celebration. Every athlete is also helping push the next generation. I've seen younger siblings that came with you this weekend. I've seen lots in the gyms. Younger girls watching this weekend are going to see what confidence and teamwork and determination can look like. And maybe as a good example for you, I think we have a small video of those same feats.
All right, it is an absolute privilege of mine to introduce the next couple of speakers during our opening ceremony. The next two, Anna Short, leader, mentor, competitor, building excellence on and off the court. Anna hails from Coaldale, just down the road in the heart of potato country. She played post-secondary volleyball at Coker College in South Carolina from 2011 to 2013 before coming back and playing here for the Kodiaks during the 2013 to 2014 season. She was an assistant coach here from 2014 to 2016 after becoming the head coach here at the Polytechnic in 2016 and is still currently the head coach. Her guilty pleasure is the sport of rounding cow fashion from DQ. She's also a huge Beaver fan and shares the her family. Who can, believe it or not, solve a Rubik's Cube in under 2 minutes. Fun fact about Justin Bieber. Also, Rain Perry, driven, dedicated, relentless, built for the game and ready for more. Ray is a co-founder of the Panther Volleyball Club and its first team captain. After graduating, she played at the University of Toronto on both an academic and athletic scholarship, winning the team's award of merit for performance and leadership. She then transferred to UBC Okanagan, where she graduated as team captain and MVP. In short, brains of all. She uses her free time to pursue becoming a Kung Fu master. I present to you Anna Schwartz and Ray Perry.
I'm used to speaking in this gym quite often, but not in this fashion. So I'm a little nervous, and I trust you guys are just going to support me through it. So first off, I just want to say good evening to everyone, and welcome again to Lethbridge Polytechnic and the Val Navioti Gym. To all the athletes, coaches, families, officials, and volunteers joining us this weekend, thank you all for being here. It's an honor to host the club and so many talented teams from across Canada in this gym. Whether you've traveled from nearby Alberta or flew across provinces to compete, we are incredibly excited to have you here in Val. My name is Anna Schwartz, and I have the privilege of serving as the head coach of the women's volleyball program here at Lethbridge Polytech. I can honestly say that there is something special about weekends like this. You can feel the energy in the gym before the first serve even happens. The excitement, the nerves, the confidence, the teamwork, and the passion for the game we all love. This tournament is about competition, absolutely, and every team here has trained hard, sacrificed time, pushed through tough practices, and committed themselves to improving. They've all spent countless hours in gyms, on buses, in hotels, while balancing school life and sport. That dedication deserves recognition. But this weekend is also about something bigger than the wins and losses. It's about the incredible growth of girls and women in sport. Volleyball has the power to teach lessons that go far beyond the court. It teaches resilience when things don't go your way. It teaches leadership when your teammates need encouragement. It teaches discipline, communication, accountability, and confidence. Most importantly, it teaches young women that they belong in competitive spaces, that their voices matter, their strength matters, and their ambitions matter. As a coach, one of the most rewarding things I get to witness is young athletes deserving what they're capable of. Sometimes it happens during a huge match point, sometimes it happens quietly. Like when a player realizes she can lead, overcome adversity, support a teammate, or push past limits she once thought were impossible. Every athlete here represents the future of our sport in Canada. After club, some of you may go on to play college volleyball, university volleyball, or even beyond. Others may carry the lessons of volleyball into careers, into families, relationship roles, and communities across the country. No matter where your path takes you, the experiences you gain through sport will stay with you for life, and that matters. Because when girls are empowered through sport, amazing things happen. Confidence grows, friendships are built, communities become stronger. Young women learn to trust themselves and support one another. Events like this remind us how important it is to continue creating opportunities for girls to compete, lead, and thrive. I also want to recognize the coaches and families here today, especially the Panther coaches and parents coordinating the club. Thank you for investing your time, energy, and support into these athletes. Behind every team is a network of people helping make these opportunities possible. Your encouragement and commitment play a huge role in the development of these young athletes, both on and off the court. To the players, enjoy every moment of this weekend. Compete hard, support your teammates, respect your opponents, celebrate great plays, and learn from mistakes. And remember why you started playing volleyball in the first place. The love of the game is what brings us all here today. Some of the best memories in sport don't come from medals or standings. They come from team dinners, bus rides, cheering for each other, battling through tough matches, and sharing unforgettable moments with teammates who become lifelong friends. Take that all in. Here at Lethbridge Polytechnic, we're proud to support the growth of volleyball and the development of young women in sport. We hope you feel welcomed, inspired, and excited to compete in our gym this weekend. On behalf of myself and Kodiak Volleyball, thank you for being part of this tournament. We we wish every team the best of luck, safe competition, and an amazing experience here in Lethbridge at Lethbridge Polytechnic. Play hard, play with heart, and most importantly, have so much fun.
Hello everyone, I'm so happy to see you all here. When my dad and I founded the Panthers volleyball team over 10 years ago now, we put a lot of time into creating our club's culture of serious fun and respect, which is what I credit all of my leadership and athletic awards to, and is what Ian asked me to talk about to you guys today. So I played with and against a bunch of the girls on our current senior national team, and I'm still connected enough to get to hear some of the gossip coming out of Team Canada tryouts. And it's easy to see that serious fun does make a serious difference at the highest level. Serious fun is about perspective. How can you shift your perspective to see a 7 a.m. lift with your teammates as fun? How can you find the fun in a crazy, painful, hard defense drill? The best athletes love and find fun in the challenges, and the best teammates make those challenges more fun for the people around them. I don't mean goofy, although there is time and space for that, but I mean serious, love the work, fun. Of course, fun looks different for everyone. You get to create your own flavor. But my favorite volleyball quote is, "Be the fun you wish to see on the court." And for professional volleyball players, fun means working your butt off. Another forever theme at every level is that people love playing with people who make them feel better about themselves. And I've genuinely seen this skill make or break athletes Team Canada tryouts. The better you make the people around you, the better you will be and feel. My volleyball chapter is over now. I'm learning Kung Fu. And the other day, I started thinking about time travel as I was doing 100 straight punch defense reps at the Kung Fu school. It was super, super hard and painful, but this time travel idea made me so excited and have so much fun with my boring reps that I wanted to pass it on to you guys just for fun. So we're gonna do a crazy little exercise. Okay, I want everyone to take a second and imagine your 100-year-old self. You can close your eyes if you need to, no pressure, but imagine your 100-year-old self, okay? Your skin is super wrinkly, your hair is white and wispy, your back is hunched over, you've lived a lot, you've achieved your greatest dreams and gained so much experience and wisdom, but your joints are sore and achy now. And you don't have any energy, and most of your friends and family aren't with you anymore. Take a second to think about how your 100-year-old self feels. Okay, now I want you to imagine that your 100-year-old self finds a time travel watch. Okay, this time traveling watch transports your 100-year-old self right here, right now, into your current body. I want you to think about how excited they would be to realize where they are, right here, right now, as you. Parents and coaches, you guys can do this too. This is fun for everyone. How excited would they be, your 100-year-old self, to notice how good your knees feel? Okay, tap into that. Tap into your body right now and notice how mobile it is. Okay, how much energy you have, how free you are to run and jump and move. Okay, so now I want you to think about how excited your 100-year-old self would be to get to be here playing with your teammates again. Remember, for your 100-year-old self, most of your friends and family have passed away, but here, you get to high-five them, hug them, tell them how special they are. Your 100-year-old self is very wise. How do you think they would behave at this tournament if they got to be here in your body? How would they talk to teammates, coaches, and reps? What choices would they make? Would they stretch more after your games? Would they drink more water? How would they celebrate successes? How would they apologize and forgive themselves and the people around you for their mistakes? How excited would your 100-year-old self be to be right here where you are and have all these choices ahead of you, all this freedom and mobility and luck and friends? Take a second to just feel their excitement. I know it's distracting being in a big room like this surrounded by peers, so if you weren't able to tap into that excitement right now, it's okay. But the moral of this exercise is that your 100-year-old self might not be a time traveler, and they probably aren't here, but you are here, and healthy and strong and free, and you get to decide what you do. You get to decide how to treat people, and how to treat yourself and your incredible body. You get to decide to appreciate how fun all of this is. You get to learn from your mistakes and decide how hard you're going to work. It's up to you. Be your best self for you, and be your best self for your wrinkly, 100-year-old self. The best athletes that I know always go to the mirror first, so they're always asking, what can I do to make my experience better? And I really love this gratitude exercise, this borrowing gratitude from the future, because it allows you to think about what your best self would do, and what you want to get to look back on, if that makes sense. The world is crazy, but also awesome, and we have control over our own experiences. So be the fun and love you wish to see, as in volleyball, as in life. I wish you all the best of luck in your endeavors. Have fun with your teammates. Everything changes when you get older, so soak it all in. Last thing, I'm running a summer training camp at the camp again. I have a couple more spaces in my morning session. There's posters with QR codes around to register, or feel free to come chat with me. I'd love to see you there. Thank you all so much for listening, and thank you to the organizers for this incredible event.
All right, next we're going to do team introductions. From St. John's, Newfoundland, Smash. From St. John's, Newfoundland, Metro Elite. Jack, Manitoba, Micah. Alabama, Manitoba, Southern Storm. Whitecourt, Alberta, the Whitecourt Reds. Woodminster, Alberta, the Wrestlers. St. Albert, Alberta, Live. Orange Valley, Alberta, Royals. Fairview, Alberta, the Red Wing Reds. Calgary, Alberta, the Rebels. Calgary, Alberta, Phoenix 67. Progress Pass, Alberta, Hustle. Okay, from Bolton, Alberta, the Vipers. From Taber, Alberta, Wham U16. From Taber, Alberta, Wham U17. Lethbridge, Alberta, LBC Red. Also from Lethbridge, Alberta, the Mighty Red Select. From Chin, Alberta, Panther Pride. From Chin, Alberta, Panther Proud. From Nelson, British Columbia, Riptide. From North Vancouver, British Columbia, Southwest White. From Burnaby, British Columbia, Focus Fire. And lastly, from Maple Ridge, British Columbia, Cougars White.
All right, now please give it up for our own very special guest who just came from throwing out the first pitch at the Bulls baseball game 10 minutes ago. Don't feel sorry for him, he signed up for this. Our Mayor Blaine Higgin.
Well, I'll tell you what, you don't get any younger. As I stood out there and on that pitch to throw that first ball, I thought thought we maybe put a little bit of heat behind it, but I'll tell you what, didn't go as planned. So I know I wish I was as resilient and young and eager, and all of you guys will be over this weekend. So thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. And on behalf of the city of Lethbridge, it's my pleasure to welcome you all, athletes, coaches, and families to the Claw Volleyball Tournament, and of course to the city of Lethbridge. We're proud, super proud to be hosting such a talented and dedicated group here in our community. We're especially excited to welcome so many teams from across Alberta, Saskatchewan, British Columbia, Manitoba, and as far up as the Rock, right? Newfoundland? Where we got Newfoundland? Right here. All right. So thank you very much for making the trip. Whether near or far, we're proud to have you here competing in Lethbridge. We know your schedules are going to be very, very busy. We encourage you, if you take any spare time, to explore and enjoy everything that the city has to offer. And as the tournament wraps up, we wish you, of course, all safe travels home. I understand that on the Panthers website, for the volleyball teams here, one of the core values that stands out is pride and respect. So those are very, very powerful words. Be proud of hard work, discipline, and commitment that brought each and every one of you here. Each of you has earned your place on this court, but also, just as importantly, show respect for your teammates, your opponents, and the officials, and of course, the game itself. Competition, as you know, brings out the very best in us. I know I have a daughter that played competitive volleyball, and I think parents get as excited as those that are playing. But just always remember that we carry ourselves, and how we carry ourselves defines who we are. So best of luck to all the teams this weekend. Play hard, support one another, and represent your communities with pride and respect, both on and off the floor. Welcome to Lethbridge, enjoy the tournament, and as the Panthers would say, have some serious fun. Thank you.
It is with great humility that I introduce our final speaker tonight, Hayden Bear, professional athlete, Team Canada member, and an inspiration. Hayden grew up in Cardston, Alberta, a scenic historic town at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, just an hour southwest of Lethbridge. She played basketball, soccer, and volleyball in Cardston before playing post-secondary soccer here for the Kodiaks. She has also represented Canada in the 2020 Tokyo Paralympic Games on the Canadian women's sitting volleyball team. She is a great example of resilience, determination, and a never give up attitude. Please help me welcome Hayden Bear.
One fun fact about me that I think is a little nervous maybe to even mention, so I'll mention it myself. I kind of have a more dark humor, so my fun fact is that I only have 5 toes. And I'm going to explain that. But you have to wait a little bit farther down in my topic. So before I say anything else, I just want to acknowledge what this tournament actually represents. A lot of teams here thought that their season was leading to nationals, then plans changed unexpectedly. And for many athletes, that was probably disappointing, frustrating, and honestly heartbreaking. But instead of letting the season quietly end there, people came together and created this event. Another opportunity to compete, another opportunity to celebrate a sport, and another opportunity to finish the season together. And I think there's something really powerful about that. because life does not always go according to plan. As athletes, we grow up believing that if we work hard enough, things will unfold exactly the way that we hope. Sometimes they do, but sometimes plans change. Sometimes doors close unexpectedly. Sometimes the future we pictured for ourselves suddenly looks completely different. Sports were always a huge part of my life growing up. Soccer was actually my world. It's what I loved, what I trained for, and what I thought my future would revolve around. And being here tonight is actually really meaningful to me because the school was once a huge part of my own athletic journey. Before my accident, I played soccer here on scholarship. These hallways, these gyms, the practices, the teammates. This place held some of my biggest goals and dreams I had for myself at that point in my life. And at that time, I truly thought I had my future figured out. Then in 2018, everything changed in a matter of seconds. After a severe accident, I lost my right leg below the knee and suffered major injuries to my right foot. One moment I was planning practices, games, and honestly getting ready for the following preseason for my second year here at college. And the next thing you know, I was sitting in a hospital room, wondering what my future would even look like anymore. And honestly, resilience didn't show up all at once. I think people sometimes imagine resilience as this big inspirational moment where you suddenly become fearless and positive, but for me, resilience looked a lot quieter than that. It looked like getting through one difficult day at a time. Learning how to walk again was a real adjustment. Learning how to ask for help was probably my biggest weakness. And learning how to be patient with myself. Learning how to get and go through life I thought I was supposed to have. There were definitely days that I felt angry, days I felt embarrassed, days I felt completely lost. And one of the hardest parts was feeling like my identity had disappeared overnight. Sports had always been such a huge part of who I was, and without that, I really didn't know who I was anymore. But somewhere in the middle of all that, something very unexpected happened. I was introduced to sitting volleyball. At first, I didn't even know the sport existed. But the first time I got on court, something clicked. And for the first time since my accident, I felt competitive again, I felt challenged again, and I felt like an athlete again. And I should mention, with sitting volleyball, they recruit you very quick after an accident. I was still in my hospital room, and they were sending people out to come see me and recruit me to come play the sport that I didn't even know existed. But it wasn't because everything was magically fixed, and it's not because life suddenly became easy, but because I realized maybe my story wasn't over just because it looked different than I had planned. And eventually that journey led me to representing Canada at the Paralympic Games. But honestly, when I look back now, the Paralympics are not the most important part of my story. The most important part was the rebuilding. The setbacks, the small victories that nobody else saw, the people who stood beside me, the moments I wanted to quit but didn't. Because I've learned that some of the hardest seasons in our life can shape us into stronger people than success ever could. And I think sports teach us that better than almost anything else. Volleyball teaches resilience every single day. You miss a serve and you reset. You lose a set and you come back fighting. You make a mistake and your teammates remind you to keep going. Sports teach you how to fail without giving up. How to trust people, how to work through pressure, how to keep showing up even when things don't go perfectly. And those lessons become so much bigger than the game itself. Because one day resilience won't just matter in sports. It'll matter in your relationships, in careers, in losses, in unexpected change, in moments where life completely rearranges the plans that you had for yourself. And when those moments come, the strength that you are building right now will matter. So to every athlete here tonight, whether your season ended the way you hoped or not, I hope you remember this. A change plan does not mean a failed story. Disappointment does not erase your hard work. And sometimes the moments that feel like setbacks end up leading you somewhere you could have never imagined. never planned to become a Paralympian. I never planned for my life to look the way that it does now. But I've learned that some of the most meaningful things in life are born out of the moments we didn't choose. So keep showing up and keep competing. Keep believing that there is still purpose in difficult situations, because resilience is not about a perfect path. It's about continuing forward when the path changes. And I just want to thank you guys all so much for having me here, and good luck this whole weekend, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Cassie Patterson. So my accomplishments in the sport, I played high school, team Alberta, so I love all those things, and then also got lucky enough to get a full scholarship to Division I school in the States, Indiana State University. I played there for 4 years. And my main advice for you guys, it would be to pursue those opportunities. No one's gonna drop it in your lap. You have to go out there and seek them out. And along those lines, don't be afraid to move away. Try something new. I mean, it was the best decision I ever made to move away from home when I was 17, and I loved it, and I had the best time. So good luck with everything. Hope it goes well. Hi, my name is Quinn Cullen. I played at Mount Royal University for my undergrad, and then I played pro in Spain and France for the last few years. I also competed for the women's national team. And I would say my biggest piece of advice is to enjoy your time with your teammates and be a great teammate, because those are the relationships you remember for the rest of your life. Also, just to be kind to yourself and enjoy having so much fun.
Hi everyone, I'm Maddie Marshall. I used to play for the Panthers back in 2016 and 2017. From there, I started my post-secondary career at the University of Canada. Ended up transferring back to Canada to play at NYU, and we had a really successful group there. And now I'm lucky enough to be an assistant coach for NYU as well. I just wanted to wish all of you the best of luck in the tournament, have a lot of fun, celebrate those around you, celebrate yourself. The most important thing that you can be is to be a good teammate. How do you support those around you, even if you're not on the court? How do you celebrate those around you? It also really helps because it takes the focus off yourself and alleviates the pressures that we can feel if we're more team focused. And yeah, it's honestly just so fun to play with your best friends. Show the passion, show the joy. That's honestly what it's all about.
Hey everyone, it's Donna from the women's national team. So I'm excited about everyone who's making it to the tournament, and we all have so much fun.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Natalia Glenarvan, and I'm a professional volleyball player from Ukraine, and owner and the creator of National Volleyball. And throughout my volleyball career in a world of life and sports, I understood that you have to stay loyal to your dreams, chase them, do whatever it takes to achieve the highest, craziest results that even the majority of people told you that you never would be able to achieve. Because in the end of the day, it's your life, it's one life, and I want you to live the way you want to. And the inner strength that you have inside each of the parts will take you to the highest pedestals and achievements of life. Have fun, enjoy it, build core memories, and tell me how it went.
Sport that I enjoy, and I get to be around and be able to get to know.
All right, I hope that what you've experienced so far will help make this a very memorable event for you. Now, who is ready to have a lot of fun?
Okay, wow. Okay, ask again, who's ready to have some fun? All right. Who's ready to eat some potato? Easy, guys, easy. All right, so I was just informed by Ian that your generation has a tough time understanding directions unless it's communicated in your own language. So, to segue into the social event, which we're going to play a bunch of mini games, you're going to earn tickets. With these tickets, you're going to enter into draws for a bunch of prizes. I think about $3,000 worth of prizes in the back corner there. But you do have to participate. Now, for some reason, I was also told that I'm supposed to wear my hat backwards while I'm reading this. I check. Opening ceremony is officially cooked, which means we're gonna unlock maximum brain rot for the rest of the night. No cap, this event is already giving main character energy, and we haven't even started the games yet. So here's the deal. We got challenges, mini games, goofy competitions, and absolute skibbity chaos happening everywhere tonight. Every game you touch gets you raffle tickets. So if you want those prizes, you better start the grind immediately. Low key, this is basically ticket farming simulator IRL. And trust me, it's gonna slap. Do not go full NPC mode standing in the corner doom scrolling TikTok. Go log in with your squad, rizz up some new homies, and start collecting those tickets before someone else starts sweating like it's rank mode. Some of y'all are gonna get cracked. Some of y'all are gonna be young goods. Either way, it's gonna be an absolute cinema. We want everybody amped, loud energy, goofy moments, accidental oral losses, and stories that are gonna hit the group chats for the next month. If your friends aren't yelling, "Bro, what was that?" Are you even playing correctly? So, lock in, stay hydrated, gang, touch some grass for once, and let's turn this place into peak Gen Z chaos. W event, W vibes, W night and coming. Let's go! Oh, no, sorry, we are gonna demonstrate how it's gonna work. And once again, this isn't just for the players or the athletes. This is for the parents, the coaches, that random guy from the street again. Everybody is invited to play these games. So, I am gonna invite some helpers here to help me out. I need one representative from each team. Right here. It can be anybody. It can be his dad, that guy, it can be a player. All right, here we go. Okay, so each one of you guys is gonna get a blue. All right, before we start this event, I'm going to announce that we also have a special guest tonight. We have someone who you can take an Instagram post with, or post an Instagram, and his name is Boots the Goat. You may have already seen him, he's right there. Very gentle. He is a local celebrity here. Say hi. Oh, there he goes. Wow. Hey, so you take an Instagram post or you make an Instagram post with boots to go, you get a ticket. You do anything around tonight, you get a ticket and you win prizes. Okay, so let's spread out so that we can do the. Okay, so this is how it's gonna work.
You're all gonna start once the music drops, which we will give a countdown to. Maestro, let's pick an appropriate song for this. So how this is gonna work is the winner gets a prize pack from a local artisan named Robin Lilly, who's also giving coupon codes for everybody here this weekend. Cosmetics, stuff like that. So you go away with a prize already. Everybody else in this competition gets a ticket. Okay? So, last person standing. It's pretty self-explanatory. So, we're gonna give a countdown. Is everybody ready? Okay, and this only works if everybody's involved. That means the crowd as well. We gotta cheer as loud as we can. Maybe there's someone here to go for 5 minutes. Okay, are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like we got some professionals here. Come here. All right, so if you're a group drop, you can go and sit down. You can come up and get your ticket later. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 competitors down. Okay, we're gonna stop these 5. They're gonna come in the middle. We're gonna grab another one. We're gonna go 2 at a time. Let's go. Everybody come close up. Grab another hula hoop. And then you're gonna do it touch. And once again, this only works if we're cheering nice and loud, right? These girls are competing for a cosmetic package here from Rob and Lily. Okay, all right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get your name. Kelsey, where are you from? Kelsey from Manitoba. Ladies who have points and Rob and Lily. Everybody else who competed in the hula hoop contest, come and see me for tickets. How it works is you get a ticket. It's actually 2 tickets. You keep one of the tickets. You place the other side of the ticket in the corresponding prize that you want to win. And later tonight, it's going to work. So we are going to be setting up all of the games right now on that tarp in the middle, as well as on that court. You don't get a win unless you play. All right? Potato Bar is officially open. Thank you.